Hey yo, hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing another figure review, and that will be of the DC Collectibles New 52 Justice League Green Lantern. Quite a bit of a title, but here he is, the New 52 Justice League Green Lantern. Now, as I said in my Aquaman New 52 Justice League figure review, which I just posted up actually, this figure was supposed to come out 2 weeks ago, but I don't know what the case was. Maybe Comixology made a mistake. Maybe they just weren't shipped out. Whatever. Doesn't matter. He's here now. So let's actually get into reviewing this bad boy. Now, just like the Batman and Aquaman figure, it's the same box, only instead of a purplish grayish color and a orange color, we get green for Green Lantern. Makes sense. We get the silhouette of Green Lantern right there, Hal Jordan, and then we have the figure itself standing there. And on the back, as with Aquaman, we get a picture of Green Lantern and a little description, and then we get to see the next two figures in the wave, which are Parademon and Flash. So looking forward to those figures. Actually, the figures I'm looking forward to next that have not come out are Wonder Woman and Cyborg. Which is sad because I think Cyborg is the second to last figure to come out. I think Superman's the last figure, but I could be wrong. Anyways, let's actually just get right into it, and and I'll talk a little bit about the New 52 costume for Hal Jordan. Just going to use Mr. Pointy right here, if anyone remembers Mr. Pointy. Hal Jordan's costume was changed the least in the New 52. The only changes for Hal Jordan was a little stylization on his shoulders and a V cut on his collar. That's it. Hal Jordan is pretty much the same costume-wise in the New 52 as he was in the pre-Flashpoint universe. And it's kind of funny because if you buy the Justice League trade for the first one, Origin, they showed some of the concept ideas that they were throwing around for Hal Jordan's costume and Aquaman's costume, and God, am I happy they didn't do what they were going to do. They were going to do Aquaman's costumes almost like a crab's armor. That makes sense, and they were going to do Hal Jordan's very alien-like, very weird, almost like the movie, only a little different. Now, the first thing I can say about this figure right now um, is that it does not come with the power battery. Most Green Lantern figures, whether they be from the main Green Lantern figure series, or whether it's from the Justice League or I don't know some special event, they almost always come with a lantern, but this one doesn't. And as with all the other Justice League figures, there is no stand. But here is our good friend Hal Jordan in the New 52 for the Justice League figures. A really good looking figure. Right off the bat, he stands out. Really great face mold. Again, looks like Jim Lee's art. If I do a side-by-side comparison to the Hal Jordan costume used before Flashpoint, as you can see, they're pretty much the same. The only difference is right here on the shoulder, you get to see some stylization, and on the back, you get to see a little bit too right up here. But on the pre-Flashpoint, no, it's just standardized cloth, whatever. We got the ring right here. Now, the one bad side is, as you can see, the ring is just a dab of green. It's not actually a ring itself, which is a little bit of a downside. A little downside, but the figure itself is just beautifully detailed. There's a metallic tint to not only the black, but I don't know if you can see it in. I don't know what that was. I think that was just a glare. But there is a bit of a metallic tint to the black itself. Did I say black? There's a metallic tint to the green and the black, which is good. And see if I can. The Green Lantern symbol stands out. And I like it better when the Green Lantern symbols stand out a bit, kind of like a badge rather than part of the costume. I've always liked that about Green Lantern figures. One of my favorite Green Lantern figure, which is the Sinestro figure that came out not too long ago, does the same thing. Articulation. Now this figure is right out of the package, as you just saw. So it's going to be a little stiff, but legs go up, bend at the knees, and it's relatively the same articulation we got in other figures. The arms go around, up, down, bicep, elbow, stuff like that. And the head does a 180 or 360 or 420 or 970 or whatever. But that's really the articulation. No waist articulation, no hip articulation. That's about it. You know, the good thing and something I just kind of noticed about the new 52 figures is although they may not actually have a stand, what they do have is they have a peg in the foot. So if you do decide to get the figure and you happen to have an extra Green Lantern stand, you can just put it on that. So again, let's get a close-up of Hal Jordan. Very good looking figure. I always say this, not always because it's only happened in 2 other videos, but I've been saying this about the new 52 figures, and I'll say it again. They are just really good looking figures. Some of my favorites. And as with the Batman figure being my favorite Batman figure, and the Aquaman figure now being my new favorite Aquaman figure, I have to say this is probably my new favorite Hal Jordan. I don't know if it's my new favorite Green Lantern figure because I still love that Sinestro figure. I'm looking at it right now and it looks good. It looks good. But this Hal Jordan figure is the best Hal Jordan figure that I have seen thus far. Really is great. The only downside I could say to it is would have been nice if the wrist could turn stuck in that position. So we really can't do the sticking the hand out pose that he usually does like this. So other than that, really good figure. Really love it. Really do recommend picking it up. And I'm glad they didn't change the Hal Jordan costume that much. Because it's perfect the way it is. I just think it looks really good. Looks traditionally superhero, but it's still, the only changes they really made were on the shoulder and the back. And I don't know what it's supposed to be. Is it supposed to be layers? Is it supposed to be armor? I don't know. The back of the figure looks as you would think it is. Are you checking out Hal Jordan's ass? I'm watching you. There's nothing wrong with that. Hal Jordan has a nice ass. Actually, he's a figure, so I don't know. Anyways, what I do find interesting is he has heels, which is unique. But yeah, other than the fact he doesn't come with a power battery, but actually, screw the power battery. The only thing I'm complaining about is the fact that it's a little dab. And usually I don't care about that when it comes down to the ring fingers or the rings on the fingers for Green Lanterns, but it did bother me a bit. But the face mold and the body mold just look beautiful for this. Just look beautiful. So, Hal Jordan, Green Lantern, new 52 Justice League figure, pick it up. These things are awesome, just like the Miz. That's it. I'm going to end this video here. This is Andrew saying peace out for now.